Hey, it's me, Mopefully. It's been another 10 episodes of Throwback Log Thursday. It's the series, if you didn't know, where I sample games at random from my Steam library, one game at a time. We've probably been doing this every Thursday, and every 10 episodes, I like to look back at what we've found and rank them on a tier list, because that's something we do on YouTube, right? I just want to say before we get started that after this episode is posted, there is going to be a short hiatus on my channel while I go on vacation. For the next couple of weeks, I may not be posting as much or at all, just while I go on vacation. So I'm taking a break from work and everything, and I'm just going to focus on that. So without further ado, let's jump in to the tier list. So the first game in this set was Faeria. It was an interesting take on the deck building genre. The art style on the cards is really beautiful. The game looks pretty solid for what it was going for. That being said, it's not my style of game. I didn't give it a lot of patience. The art is cute and it's got some quirky little dialogue here and there, but in general, I just didn't have as much fun playing this or recording this. So we are going to give Faeria an E. Episode 22, we got Post Void, a fast-paced FPS high score attack game. Not something I would have played voluntarily, that's for sure. I had some technical issues with this one as well, but each issue teaches me something new about this whole content creation thing, so I'm grateful for that. I probably won't go back to this game, but I did have a good experience with it otherwise. I'm just not a pro gamer, so this game is a bit more of a challenge than I'm used to looking for. It's also not cute at all, and it doesn't have any cats. It has its own vibe and its own art style, which I can respect. So Post Void, I'm also going to give an E. Inmost, it was a little spooky but very intriguing. It cycled between different perspectives in this universe shrouded in mystery. I enjoyed it. The visuals are amazing. It was cute. There was a cat. Very cool experience. I am going to give Inmost an A. Alright, episode 24 was Catlateral Damage. This game was gifted to me on Throwback Log Thursday in order to be more on brand. I know my brand isn't very clearly defined on this channel, but I hope one day to have stronger cozy cat vibes. That being said, I absolutely adore games like this. They're very fun. I was very glad to have checked it out. So Catlateral Damage, I am going to give an S. Okay, halfway through this series, we tried out Battlechef Brigade. I actually really liked this game. It's giving Iron Chef, it's giving anime, very beautiful artwork. It has so much voice acting. It's very solid for an indie game. I had a really good time, and it has cute cats. Look at them. Anyway, Battlechef Brigade, I am going to give an A. After that, we played Book of Demons. Very cool game. I'm glad I checked it out. I love how customizable it is to your playstyle and to how much time you have to sink into it. Very cool aesthetic as well. The tutorial was very thorough. It gives you a chance to understand every aspect of the game, which is really cool if you are interested in getting into the leaderboard aspect of the game. So for Book of Demons, I'm going to give it a B. Moving on to episode 27, we played Abyss Odyssey. Abyss Odyssey was interesting. It has a good soundtrack. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't do much to explain the controls, but it does immediately get you into the lore with some fleshed out voice acting, which was really cool. My experience was kind of buggy, and in general, this type of game isn't my cup of tea. As for the episode, I went outside the usual and added some sound effects. which entertained me at the very least. My commentary made me giggle watching it back, so I didn't hate the episode overall. So Abyss Odyssey, we're gonna give a B. No, like I liked the episode, but at the same time the game was kind of hard to play, so I think it's gonna land in a C. Sorry. After that we played the Escapists. This game is alright. I didn't even scratch the surface of the content in this game. Definitely not a short sit-down game, at least for me. I do enjoy games like this from time to time, but it wasn't that great of an episode, in my opinion. So the Escapists, I may throw it in a C category. Sorry, girl. Episode 29 was Wargroove. Very cool game. It's got a lot to it. I feel like I didn't even scratch the surface of the content of this game, but it was enjoyable. I definitely regret not finding out more about this cat girl that you start the game playing as, but it looks like one of those games that jumps around different perspectives. Anyway, for this video, I tried out a new editing software. So that's fun for me. Learning new things, love that for us. So Wargroove, I think gonna give it a B. Episode 30 was Overcooked 2. Overcooked 2 is a good game for a game night with friends near or far. Too bad mine are all playing Played Up these days. I had no idea you could play this game by yourself, and just being one person, it's almost like working in a real kitchen. It kind of felt like a job, not gonna lie. That being said, I did try one of the modes that lets you play with a random person online with a stranger, and that was pretty hilarious. As you can see, everything was on fire and they gave up and jumped in the pit. I'm glad I did that. I'm so sorry to the random person that for some reason queued up to play with strangers online, but I had a good time nonetheless. I am going to give that episode an A. It was a fun experience, issues aside. So this is the tier list for episode 21 to episode 30. We have Catlateral Damage in S tier, Inmost, Battlechef Brigade, Overcooked 2 in A tier, Book of Demons and Wargroove in B tier, Abyss Odyssey and the Escapists in C tier, and Faeria and Post Void in E tier. Regardless of how I felt about the game or the episode, I am absolutely grateful that I did try each of these games. I gave them a shot. I did something new every Thursday for 10 weeks, and I'm having a great time with that. So that was my tier list. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for being here. And before you go, I just want to tell you that what you think of yourself is a lot more important than what other people think of you. I hope you have the best week. I am sending you nothing but good vibes, and I will see you next time. Bye!